I forgive him.
Tonight on DC News Now, Charlie Kirk's widow forgiving her husband's alleged assassin. Plus, the nation's top Republican leaders gathering with tens of thousands to say their final goodbyes to the right-wing activist. Hiker rescued, where first responders swooped in to save a man from a medical emergency in Maryland. Wins on and off the field. How the Commanders top the Raiders with their star quarterback Jayden Daniels on the bench, and the recent work to ensure young fans don't go hungry.
A win on the field, but will it be a win in the weather department this week? And starting on Monday, the first day of fall, what can we expect? The answer coming up.
And fall season savings, how to avoid steep repair costs and prepare for the busiest shopping period of the year. We're stretching your dollar.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. All new tonight, friends, loved ones, and fans of conservative activist Charlie Kirk are eulogizing the late 31-year-old in Arizona. President Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and Kirk's widow Erica spoke at a memorial service, which was held at the stadium home of the Arizona Cardinals in Glendale. Erica Kirk delivered an impassioned speech about faith, her relationship with Charlie, and in a powerful moment, not even 2 weeks after her husband was killed, she forgave the alleged assassin.
On the cross, our Savior said, "Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do." That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Kirk's assassination also has set off a new fierce debate about violence and free speech. President Trump also took to the podium. He did memorialize Kirk, but he also inserted politics in a 40-minute speech. Back home, local news. The federal takeover of D.C. police is over, but President Trump is keeping thousands of National Guard troops in the district. The Joint Task Force releasing the latest numbers showing just under 2,600 Guard members are in the district. Nearly 1,000 are from the D.C. National Guard and nearly 1,400 are from 8 other states. The task force says their current mission is to beautify the city, including at Haynes Point and at Rock Creek Park. We're told that they've since cleared 1,000 bags of trash, spread 1,000 cubic yards of mulch, painted nearly 300 feet of fencing. Ongoing tonight, there has been an emergency water shutoff in southeast D.C. because of an 8-inch water main break. It's taking place on Fitch Street between 51st and 53rd. And lasting for 6 to 8 hours. 18 apartment buildings and 3 hydrants are currently being affected. All right, hold on. Let's hold on to your hats, folks, in case it gets blustery and gusty out there. But I know that what we're thinking about right now, Scott Sumner, is the rain that's on the way.
Yeah, and it's going to be around here through a good chunk of the week. Right now, we're seeing dry conditions outside our weather window and mostly cloudy skies with a temperature currently of 69 degrees this particular moment in time. But again, rain is going to be in the forecast for us. Not so much overnight for D.C., but some places as we get into Monday and Monday afternoon, could see a little bit of rain. We'll get into our futurecast and talk about who may see some rain coming up. But as far as temperatures are concerned, the bottom out around 60 degrees tonight. And then start to turn the corner and get up to around 80 for tomorrow afternoon as a daytime high, so above normal here. For kids going back to school, 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning, temperatures hovering around 60 here in the Beltway under partly cloudy skies. 3 p.m. home ride on the school bus looking a little bit better and certainly looking a little warmer. Highs around at that point in time 79 or 80 degrees. So where's the weather headlines here? We've got some dry and even some patchy fog possible overnight tonight. Fall arrives at 219 during your Monday afternoon. Daily rain chances start to ramp up this week and up and down temperatures this week as well. We'll talk about all of that coming up with the full 7-day forecast in just a little bit. Ben?
All right, Scott, see you in just a bit. All new tonight, a man and 2 women are recovering after being stabbed in southeast D.C. overnight. Police say the first happened around 8:45 on L Street. Told the woman had multiple stab wounds to her upper body. hours later, around 1:25 this morning, officers say the man who was stabbed was cut on the left side of his neck, on his right hand. It all happened on LeBaum Street after a fight broke out and he tried to end the argument. Finally, another woman was found stabbed around 4 this morning on 32nd Place. Everybody was sent to the hospital. No word on any suspects. And a man was found dead inside an apartment in Montgomery County this morning. Police say they found him around 7:45 on Montrose Road. Now, the circumstances surrounding this man's death remain unclear, but police are investigating this as a homicide. No word on the victim's name. In Maryland, a helicopter rescue crew hoisted a hiker to safety in Washington County and after an apparent medical emergency on top of the cliff overlooking Harper's Ferry. Officials say it happened around 1:30 yesterday. Man, look at this video. So close to the ground, the wind whipping the small trees there. That helicopter then flew the hiker to Meritus Medical Center in Hagerstown. The hiker's condition has not been released. Developing now in the district, there are some community activists who are raising concerns about zoning they believe threatens the historic charm of Georgetown. As DC News Now, Stephen Cohen reports neighbors are banding together for reform.
During COVID, some zoning regulations here in the Georgetown neighborhood were relaxed. Some residents here, though, think it's time for a reset. To navigate the pandemic, emergency permitting was put in place to expand sidewalks. Elizabeth Miller is a leader of a citizens coalition to give local residents a voice on revisiting that permitting.
The widened sidewalks and street areas were put up in sort of a haphazard slapdash way. It's now been 5 years.
Coalition leader Stephanie Scott wants the D.C. Department of Transportation to make navigating the neighborhood manageable.
I feel strongly that we can have micromobility and accessible sidewalks, but DDOT is not doing their job.
The lack of government action has inspired citizen action to curtail loosely regulated scooters and haphazard street rezoning.
We want to really look at this and make sure that whatever is there fits into historic Georgetown.
Stephanie Scott is especially concerned because Wisconsin Avenues and M Street in the heart of the city are emergency evacuation routes.
You know, we really care about accessibility. This is about maintaining Georgetown's historic charm. It is a major destination for tourism. It's an economic hub, and the Georgetown historical charm really matters. It's what attracts people to Georgetown.
And the Georgetown Coalition for Public Spaces is hopeful that the district and federal government will make infrastructure investment and impose strict code enforcement. Reporting from Georgetown in the district, Stephen Cohen, DC News Now.
DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and in Virginia, voters are already casting their ballots for the general election. Early in-person voting is underway. There's some big races. They include, yep, you guessed it, governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and for the House of Delegates. You can cast your early in-person ballots, for example, at 3 polling sites in Fairfax County. There's 1 each in Arlington and Loudoun counties. Election officials will open up more sites toward the end of early voting, which goes until November the 1st. The general election is November the 4th. You'll have a chance to hear from the 2 gubernatorial candidates in the race for governor right here on DC News Now. Democrat former Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger goes head-to-head with Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears, the Republican nominee, Thursday, October 9th at 7 p.m. A debate hosted by our sister station, Wavy and WRIC, plus Norfolk State University. I'll be tuning in for that. Well, a surprise concert tonight was just announced late this afternoon. The Foo Fighters are playing at Black Cat on 14th Street. This rocks. And for a rock band, they announced on Instagram that they're taking the stage tonight, and within minutes, fans started lining up outside of the venue. We sent a photographer to capture it all. They lie in wait. Try to land tickets too. Foo Fighters frontman and former drummer for Nirvana, Dave Grohl, grew up in Springfield, Virginia. He's also a lot of DC's punk rock scene as a child and famed 930 Club too. Tickets cost $30. They're limited to 2 tickets per person. I can only imagine if there's any available left. No word when the first song will be played. Pretty cool. The 17th annual Columbia Heights Day happened today, celebrating the diversity and community of Columbia Heights. This actually started back in 2006. Features local food vendors, artists, live music, get your dance on, carnival entertainment, and plenty more. Well, one of your top stories tonight, the Washington Commanders are putting their imprint on the community. They're giving back to local school districts, but also making sure families in need have enough to eat during the holidays. You can take it for granted in some cases. DC News Now's Dave Laval shows us how the team is looking after some of their youngest fans.
Grocery shopping for Chris Moore. The Washington Commanders wide receiver has help from his teammates.
I'm on my fifth. That's what I'm
Chris Rodriguez and Jalen Lane make it more like a race as they pack food. Not for them, but for students at Alexandria's Mount Vernon Community School under the Blessings in a Backpack program. It fills the gap for children who get free meals at the school during the week.
When they leave school on Friday afternoon until they come back on Monday morning, which is 65 very long hours for these children, they do not know where their next meal is coming from.
Educators say that harms students' education.
It impacts their ability to pay attention, to be responsive in class, and also just their general feeling of well-being and safety.
Blessings in a Backpack feeds 120 students at this school every week. It's one of 18 programs set up around the DMV, helping more than 1,300 children. The Commanders say they're glad to help.
I feel like when you're blessed with the opportunity and the position we have, that you just want to help out to the community as much as you can.
The Commanders do that by making sure some of their youngest fans don't go home hungry. In Alexandria, Virginia, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Way to go. Love to see it. Coming up on DC News Now, we're helping you stretch your dollar, how to stay ahead of those all too important fall chores and avoid pesky surprise costs. Plus, crikey, an alligator was spotted in DC. You heard that right. We hear from the man who wrangled the reptile from the wharf. Say that 5 times fast. Time now, 9:12. Live look toward the Pentagon and Pentagon City illuminated on your Sunday night. Fall is about to begin. It doesn't really feel like it. When might that come about? Scott Sumner has a check on your forecast after the break.